This crush is absolutely incredible. Here, Elects John Tory and his wife, Barbara Hackett, trying to make their way onto the stage.
I know we're very excited about Mr. John Tory, but see what you have to do.
It gives us both a great deal of pleasure to introduce you to the next mayor of Toronto.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. John Tory!
thank you so much. Look at this. Look at this. What a great Toronto crowd. I'm just so happy, and what a great night this is for our city. Mesdames et messieurs, les gens ont fait leur choix ce soir. Nous allons commencer à construire notre ville, un Toronto prospère, juste et respecté. Ladies and gentlemen, the people have spoken. And tonight we begin the work of building one Toronto, a prosperous, fair, respected, and caring Toronto. Together, like never before, we now begin building Toronto the Great. I am humbled and I am honored by the trust that has been placed in me tonight. I've said this throughout the entire campaign, and I think it is worth repeating right now. As your new mayor, I will work with the council that the people of Toronto elected tonight in moving Toronto not left, not right, but forward. I will be a balanced and accountable leader, and we're going to do this together, because tonight is not a victory for any one person. It is a victory for Toronto, all of us who love this city and care about its future. Tonight, voters have sent a message that is abundantly clear. Voters want their elected officials to get down to work on the priorities that matter most to them. Better transit, more jobs, an end to the gridlock that is choking our streets. And the electorate has spoken on one other issue. Torontonians want to see an end to the division that has paralyzed City Hall the last few years. And to all of that, I say, Toronto, I hear you. I hear you loud and clear. You want results, and together with the City Council, we will deliver. We will get on with the building of Smart Track. We will finally start to put people first when we make decisions that affect congestion and traffic. We will stop neglecting and leaving citizens behind in our city's most isolated neighborhoods. We will tackle our unacceptable youth and unemployment rate, and we will start to make sensible decisions to really tackle waste at City Hall, to become more efficient, to modernize our services and the delivery of city services. That is the kind of stuff we're going to do, and I tell you what else, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to build a strong, inclusive city of opportunity from Etobicoke to Scarborough and from North York right to the waterfront. That is what we're going to do to build one Toronto. One Toronto. Now, as you know, this was one long and tough campaign. I was thinking maybe a couple of more weeks and maybe just half a dozen more debates might have been okay, but no. Without a doubt, there were some differences and many debates on the issues among all the candidates in the last few months. But those debates and those conversations, difficult as some of them were and they are necessary, but now it is time for the city to come together. It is time to unite as one city and one Toronto. I want to wish Mayor Rob Ford well. I am looking forward to seeing him in good health. And I also want to congratulate him on his victory in Ward 2 tonight and look forward to working with him in a productive manner on the City Council. Let's have a round of applause for Rob Ford. I would also like to thank Doug Ford. We may have disagreed on some of the solutions to our city's challenges, but it does take courage to put your name on any ballot, and he fought a campaign very hard indeed, and I want to say thank you, Doug Ford. To Olivia Chow, I say this, and by the way, I was very pleased that I had a chance to speak to both of them earlier this evening. They were kind enough to call, but to Olivia Chow, I say this. Olivia, you offered a vision of Toronto that appealed to the best in a lot of us. Your personal story is and always has been a true personification of the tremendous potential that is Toronto and Canada. That is the Toronto we are both proud of, and that's the Toronto that we both want to keep building. And I say to you, I suspect that after a well-deserved rest, Olivia, you will have much more to contribute to the well-being of the city we love. And along that same line of how much courage it takes to put your name on a ballot, I want to say thanks to David and to Karen and to Ari and to all the other candidates for mayor who individually put forward their energy and vision during this campaign. They collectively contributed to discussions that will make our city better. Yes, indeed. And finally, I want to make sure that I offer my congratulations tonight to all of the candidates, those who were successful and those who were not as successful this time, but the candidates for council and school board trustee positions across the entire city tonight. Our civic democracy absolutely depends on good people making necessary but difficult discussions, and I believe that Toronto was well served once again in that regard during this election campaign. Now, on a night like this, I would be remiss not to take a few moments to thank a few others. To my family and the entire team Tory, your support in the past 8 months, and they're going to be up here in a few minutes, your support in the past 8 months has meant the world to me. And of course, that begins with the love of my life, my wife, Barbara Hackett. Yeah, that's how we're on for Barbara. I know that at times in this campaign, especially at the beginning, things didn't seem too promising. And I know, Barb, you were probably thinking to yourself, oh boy, here we go again. But through it all, I tell you, ladies and gentlemen, on the best and the worst of days, Barb stood firm, she looked at me, and without hesitation, she encouraged me to keep going every single day. I will tell you, she did remind me occasionally that less is more when it came to the old buttoning up gear, but having said all that, I want to thank her for the unconditional love and the enduring support, and I hope to be able to live up to that in the days ahead. So thank you, Barb. To our 4 children, John and Chris and Susan and George, you threw yourselves fully behind your father's mission, even though you were all busy with your own lives, and their spouses and significant others as well. And I just want to say to them, all of our adult family, as it were, thank you for believing in me, and that includes cousins and others who just came out to help me day after day after day. Now, I want to say as well how grateful I am to my mother, Liz Tory, who is here. Where is Mom? She's here somewhere. There she is, right there. She gives me a lot of free and very, very honest advice over the phone almost every day of my life, let alone during the campaign. And I appreciate that because a mother's advice is always sound. And I want to thank my sister, Jennifer, and my brothers, Michael and Jeff, because they helped a lot too, including filtering Mom's advice when necessary from time to time. But you know, in all seriousness, I am a very lucky man to have such great support, starting with Barb and all the way through the whole family. And I want you to know, and those of you who know me know this, that I am thinking of my dad, who, despite not being with us, I know is very proud of what's happened tonight. And I'm just... And then, of course, we come to you. We come to you, my army of volunteers and staff and friends and supporters, and all I can say is thank you from the bottom of my heart. I am so proud of the team we put together and the effort that we waged on this very long and very successful campaign, and I want to say thank you for never losing the fire and for never losing faith in me, even on the days when it seemed difficult in what was a very long campaign. And I want you to know this. The only reason I am standing here tonight, about to accept the responsibility of being mayor of Toronto, is because for 8 months I stood on your shoulders. And I love you all, and I thank you so much for everything you've done for me. My friends, the campaign may be over, but the renewal of our city, the continuing renewal of our great city, begins now. Toronto is the engine of growth in Ontario and Canada, and we must remain strong. And as your new mayor, I will work diligently and respectfully with the new council and with the federal and provincial governments. The aim will always be the same, and that is to unite Toronto and to deliver real results for the people of Toronto. In this election, Torontonians voted for bold action and for investment in our future. Torontonians wanted a future where solutions for traffic and transit are paramount, and so we will get to work. We will get Smart Track up and running in 7 years, building the Scarborough subway, improving TTC service for the 1.6 million people who use it every single day. We will get on with those things. Torontonians want a future where we will make intelligent decisions that will reduce gridlock, and so we will get to work on that. We will coordinate construction, synchronize traffic signals, mandate zero tolerance for rush hour lane blockers. It's time for action on these things. No more talk, action. Torontonians also want a future where good and lasting jobs are available, and so we will get to work on that too. We will ask the government partners, we will ask business, and we will ask labor and anybody else, nonprofit organizations, to team up with us whenever and wherever possible to foster opportunities for people, especially for young people. And we will also create the right business and tax environment so that companies continue to choose Toronto. We need those jobs, and I'm going to go out and get them and make sure we create the environment for others to create those jobs. Torontonians want a future where their mayor proudly represents the whole city. One Toronto. A mayor, a leader who regards you not just as taxpayers, but as citizens too. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is exactly what I intend to do. I know we have a tremendous amount of work to do. The task at hand is monumental. But I also know that with the right kind of leadership at City Hall, better days are ahead. We live in a good city, a really, really good city. And my goal, working with you, working with council, working with the other governments, is to unite this city as one Toronto and build a great city. A Toronto that is known once more as a beacon of respect for everyone. A place where there is opportunity for all, a safe, prosperous, fair, respected, and caring place to work and to live. A Toronto which is true to our shared values, standing together, leaving no one behind. My friends, we can do this, and we must do this. We must. We have all the right ingredients to make this happen. We have all the right ingredients to make this happen. Let's get to work on this. Let's get to work on building that one Toronto. Thank you very much again, each and every one of you, and good night, Toronto. Thank you.
Mayor-elect John Tory, standing with the love of his life, as he said in his victory speech, surrounded by family and some supporters.
It's quite a large family.
And a very well-crafted speech, you know, setting out in loose terms his mandate, but also in very serious terms as well, lifted from his campaign.
Well, it is lifted from his campaign. And, you know, these three candidates have been speaking for the last 6 weeks very intensely, all those debates, and they know what they want to say. And Doug Ford tonight, in his concession,